What's up, YouTube? It's your boy DR2727. Shout out to my Transformers collectors, 1/12 scale collector, whatever you collect, shout out to you. And this month's video for March 2022 is we're going to do something fun. We're going to build the perfect MP third-party company. And just like on NBA 2K, you can do a created man where you take all the best attributes and build your perfect character. We're going to take all the best parts of the various companies and build the perfect third-party company. And we only have two rules for this. One, it can't be an official or officially licensed company. So it can't be Hasbro, Takara, 30 Flames Toys. And two, this company has had to have made a third-party MP scale product, transforming MP scale product before. So I think everybody falls into that group because New Age did it with their Soundwave, their Mister, and Magic Square, of course, has their Op Leader, their Prime. So outside of the Hasbro's, Takara's, 30s, and Flames Toys, I think everybody kind of is available to do this. And we're going to break it down into categories and say for what category we're going to talk about. We may give 2 or 3 kind of candidates and say which one we think is the best or should tackle this part of what it takes to be a perfect third-party company. And when I say third-party company, I mean like basically a release, right? So if they release a product, who has the best articulation? We're going to, those type of categories. And let's go on and get started. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to kind of dig deep into this. The first thing we're going to talk about is packaging. And for this, we selected Kane Toys. So if anybody has bought Kane Toys, their Predacons, their packaging is immaculate. Kind of them, that Generation Toy kind of group of people. Warbotron, it's that hard, sturdy box with the styrofoam in it. The soft foam styrofoam, and everything is expertly packaged in it. So that's the company I want to handle the packaging because everything they've done has been professional and high quality. Next up is box art. Now, there are a bunch of companies who have kind of good and iconic box art, like Fans Toys. They have good box art. X-transbots with Michael, they have good box art. I like New Age box art a lot. And I think that I'm actually going to go with New Age box art. I think New Age box art blends a bunch of old and kind of new. I think that they, it give you that retro feel, but it adds their own kind of spin to it. And I'm going to use the box art from Mister because I think that was really cool. But I'm also going to talk about their Legend Scale box art too because I think it gives you the feels, but it also has an updated product. I think the only problem with using New Age is that you lose that bio that you get with like Fans Toys and X-transbots. But I think we'll more to make up for that later on in this video. So I'm sticking with New Age because I think their boxes have the perfect blend of retro and new. Moving on, the next category is instructions. And I asked a question on Facebook about what company people think makes the best instructions. And everybody said video reviews or whatever. But when I finally found out what company people thought about, they all said MMC. And I agree, MMC makes the best instructions. One, because the instructions, especially for the reformatted, double as a comic book. But two, because they were the first ones to integrate the video manuals with Pake for Life, who's a cool dude. So I think that MMC, the instructions, there's no real debate in that. I think MMC makes the best instructions. So for our perfect company, MMC will be the one who we use them for the instructions. Next is accessories. And I think that this is one of the easiest categories. Of course, it's going to go to X-transbots. I've done videos talking about how they make the best accessories, how they need to make accessory packs. And you can look at their version of Perceptor, their Sea Spray, their Ditko from KFC. Like, it's no debating this. X-transbots, KFC are the go to making accessories. So they're the company who's going to make the accessories for us. Build is the next category. And in my mind, it comes down to kind of 2 companies, MMC and Fans Toys. And I'm ultimately go with Fans Toys because I think they have that reputation, deservedly so, of having very well-built figures. And I just know for me personally, I don't want it if it's not Fans Toys quality and build. And I always say that the best compliment I can give to companies is when you can say something of theirs is built like a non-transforming transformer. And Fans Toys, habitually, their stuff is built like a non-transforming transformer. So for build, we're going with Fans Toys. Next up is materials. And I think that this is another easy category. And it goes to Fans Toys. And because they are legendary in the type of, we all know about the die cast. One of the things that go underrated for them is their plastic quality, ratchets, everything, the full gambit. Like Fans Toys stuff, their materials are better than anybody out by far, and that's in any transforming, non-transforming, official, non-official. Like, they are the GOAT, and materials is a big reason why. Die cast in the right places, high quality plastics, ratchets, hardware, everywhere. So Fans Toys gets this. Next up is Sculpt. And this is probably the most trickiest one because everybody has nailed Sculpt for a long time. I think that there was a time when x-transbots probably was known for having the best sculpts, but I think that that was a long time ago. And kind of everybody else done leveled out now. Like, I think that all these companies are making figures the exact way they want to make them. So, like, everybody's going to the tune accurate look, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And with that being said, we can just pull a name out the hat here. I will want to go with Fans Toys, but I know this is becoming the Fans Toys dominant kind of conversation. But to keep it a little more lively, have a little more fun, I'm gonna say Transform Element. I think Transform Element has nailed, the Mirage they did, and I hear they're the ones behind the DS Seekers, which everybody loves. So I'm gonna just say Transform Element for this. I think the Transform Element, pretty much everybody's on par with Sculpt, and I just pick the name out the hat and I say Transform Element. Paint is the next category, and this is the easiest out of all the categories to choose. And it goes to Fans Toys, right? This is just another case of where the GOAT is goating, from the matte finish of Thomas to the fully metallic Perceptor, Tesla 2.0, and the rig. Like, Fans Toys is just the goated painting. And their stuff is painted like non-transforming figures. It's painted like $400 or $500 Hot Toys, whatever, statue figures. They're just the goat at this. Next is Articulation. I think that this is another easy one. I think that MMC takes this, and I would say this even before the Optus Knox and the Optus Pixis, but I think that just solidified their crown in the position of Articulation. Like, for that thing to transform and move how it moves, again, I'm going to say it again, it moves like a non-transforming figure. So Articulation goes to MMC, the GOAT of Articulation. Finally is Transformation. These things are transformers and they need to transform, right? And so in my mind, I think it's three companies that kind of get consideration for this. Again, MMC, Fans Toys, and Unique Toys. And I'm saying Unique Toys specifically for their movie, well, not just for their movie stuff, but primarily for their movie stuff. And I think that for MMC, real quick, I think they've always had good transformations, never great. Like, I think they've always been in the B to B minus group of people. I think that Unique Toys, I think their movie stuff is fantastic. I think they did a good job with their Octane Triple Changer and their Run Man too. So I think they did some consistently great stuff. And I think Fans Toys has just started becoming really, really great in their transformations. I think from Acoustic Wave Rig to Tesla 2.0, maybe even back to the Beachcomber kind of that things, and the drag strip. I think that Fans Toys is greatly improved, but I'm going to give this to Unique Toys, primarily for their movie stuff. If you've never handled the Unique Toys movie stuff, the transformation leaves you like, wow, the figures are ultra clean. The transformations are not complex, but not simple. They, just enough to make you feel like you did something, not too much to want to throw your figure against the wall. So for transformation, I'm going to go with Unique Toys, primarily because of the movie stuff. And as a bonus, we'll do one more. We'll say the company with the best social media presence, because we just created this dope third-party company with all the best parts of the other companies. So we need a way to let the people know, the community know, that we have the best figure coming out soon. And for that, I'm going to choose x-transbots. x-transbots. Fans Toys has started becoming more socially engaging with the YouTube videos and stuff, but x-transbots has been the king of this for the past couple of years, announcing figures, engaging with the community, giving reviewers tours. So I think that, x-transbots will be the company that handles the social media for us. So there you have it. Those are the results of our creative company. I think that this creative company takes all the best of all the companies and makes arguably the perfect company. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you agree, disagree, what company you would change, what category you would add. Blase this, woo woo that. So thank you guys for watching as always.